you alive, all just breathing. Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight.
Okay, Shaggers, we're back. Bit of a layoff due to an injury, but we're going to a place you wouldn't know where we're going. Look at this. Okay, so we're going down the steps, and we're going to go to a place called Clovelly Beach. Now, is it a beach? It's your call. No tidal influence other than high and low, no rips, like a really big pool. We're fishing a low tide, and we're coming down to one of the access points down here. The facilities are really, really good, but guys, you can't fish Clovelly Beach. You can't fish it in the sense that you're going to get a lot of blowback here. I think you're going to get a lot of blowback for fishing on the beach from the people who think you're fishing for groper, to the locals thinking that it's their beach. It's interesting times. We'll give it a go. It's coming up to a high. You can see there's a lot of kelp on there, and it's an interesting beach in the sense that you got a rock shelf that comes out from the right to the left, and to the left you've got a little bit of sand, just a little bit, to fish in. Now, a lot of people don't fish on this beach. I'd say 99.9% people don't fish, and why would you? There's plenty of other beaches around the eastern suburbs which will be a lot better than this beach. You can see here now that very limited, so you're going to have a lot of conflict with swimmers. You're going to have a lot of conflict with users. You're going to have a few snags. You're going to have everything here, so very interesting. So we'll just see how we go. Don't anticipate here to catch anything other than probably a bit of verbal attack or just some good banter, well and truly. Yeah, so we're doing our first cast out of Clovelly Beach. A lot of kelp here. As you see, the big storms are coming through here, and not a lot of tidal movement. As I said, like, we've got the access area for the disabled swimmers that come through here, which I'm fishing in their line. We've got the access points coming down through here, and no one fishes this beach, obviously, because there's nothing being caught here, and it's just too congested for anyone to fish here. Normally we'd go off the rocks out off the front there, but you've got to be reminded that you can't catch groper in this area, and you'll get a lot of people who'll come and question you. What are you doing fishing here? You're not allowed to fish here off the beach. This is our beach, etc, etc. But you're allowed to fish off the beach, but you'd have to do it now before the people start swimming or anything like that. Get in, get out. I reckon I'll give this about an hour and a bit. Tide's coming up, and pull the pin and go to Maroubra just to get rid of some of this bait. Again, you've got the pool, you've got the area. It's like Tamarama, a very close shop, you know. And as I said, a lot of people go fishing off the rocks and do everything else other than fish off a beach. I think I'd probably be one of the rare lunatics to fish off this beach, but I said I'd fish every beach from Bondi to here, so I've got Clovelly, and I've just got Malabar to go, and as I said, I'm not holding out much luck. I'm not going to go off the rocks. I'm simply going off the beach, because that's how we roll, and we'll just see how it progresses. Parking wise, it's pretty good, you know what I mean? Like, you got the really big car park up the top, you got street round parking, but I have to say that in summer, the major car park in Clovelly whilst I love the people in the surf club at Clovelly, they put themselves on the main front of the car park and like demand a gold coin entry, which you don't have to pay. You know what I mean? You can drive through, but they guilt trip you. And it's like you're forced to. You think you're forced to actually donate money to use a public car park. Your choice if you want to donate, or just give them a happy wave and go past. But don't feel intimidated by the guys actually doing this. It's not good. You got time parking all around the area as well, so you've got to be careful. All right. So today's bait, we're using a Clovelly kebab. So what I'm saying, the Clovelly kebab, is I've got a 2-hook system, one with a beach worm on it and another with a prawn, because I'm mixing it up just to see what's on offer here. Now I just got a bite here now, which is, I'm going, what's going on? So we'll just see how we progress here. All right. It's coming to a sunrise. Got a few bites you can probably see here. Probably a rock cod or something like that there. You never know. And we'll progress. All right. You see that bite on that rod? It's quite a good bite. And he's hanging around there, so it might be a little brimorama. We'll just see how it keeps on going. But that's the first cast, and I got a bite at Clovelly. Can you believe that? Off a beach, a 30 to 30 metre window of opportunity, just a bit of a sand flat just through here, and we're good to go. We might have missed him, but that's a good start for about a couple of minutes in there. And he's really going it. He's really going that one. So I don't know. Might be a. I don't know if you can see that. We're just wanting to be a bit greedy. I don't know if that's on the worm or the prawn, but not a bad start. That's a bit of a positive start, team. Like I said, I'm doing my normal rig and a heavier sinker. I don't need that heavy sinker, but I just actually got baited. So there might be something there. I don't know if it's a green, hundreds of toads out there, but we'll crank it up. Now, we've just had our first cast and we've been baited at Clovelly. Can you believe it? And you look at the structures behind us, we've got 30 metres of beach with the breakout there, which is rocks. We've got about 30 to 40 metres of only sand, which drops off from 0 to about 2.5 metres. There goes the rocks. We've got pools here, we've got access areas all the way through here. And this is the beach here we've got all the way through. Not a lot of beach. A lot of conflict of users will be down here during the day, so you've got to be really, really careful. We've had a good bite. I don't know what it might have been, probably a rock cod or some green toads. But first cast in the first, say, 8 minutes, got baited from the Clovelly kebab, which is, the Clovelly kebab is just a prawn on the lower hook and a worm on the top hook. So I'm running the 2-hook system that I normally run, and we go from there. So interesting times ahead. So a bit of kelp around. I can see on that the high tide mark there, a bit of kelp. It's coming up to a high, but interesting times ahead. Again, getting another bite here now, which is it's a good size. I reckon this might be a brim. You know what I mean? Like we're at the right tide, so he's coming around. And it's quite. I don't know if you can see that rod there now, but we'll just hopefully he gets a little bit greedy. Running the long shank hooks here. Okay, and I think we've got him. Okay, we'll see. Okay, no, we missed. He put me into that kelp then, which was interesting. But that was a good. So that was a good. Oh, he's back again. He's back. He said, "Hey, listen, I want a little bit more." After just hitting that, I gave him a strike and I put myself into probably one of those kelp beds in there. But Actually, here we go. Here, like, I don't know what it is, but it's actually, it's giving it a good hit. It's giving it, I reckon it might be on that worm. Well, hopefully I'll see he'll come around. But there's 2 good hits in, say, just the first 2 casts, 8 minutes. Crazy. Resident Brim, Clovelly, I think it was another boom, boom, boom. So you never know, Clovelly might produce the goods. one local fish. I think we've got a seal up there as well. I think the 2 council blokes looking at a seal coming in here. We've had a deluge of rain last week, absolutely massive here, and a lot of fresh water in the system. On the pollution coming onto the beaches from the stormwater system. But I think we've got a seal coming up through there. He might beach himself on the beach later on. But so I'll give myself about an hour and a bit. I think I'm baited after that good hit, so I'll bring that up and go again. Yeah, it's just, look at that. So that's the rig. Totally. You can see the. Oh, look at that. What a sunrise. Sunrise. Oh, hooks, sinker, and that beautiful orange bird orange starting to come through. I get a second cast and got baited. So you see now, I'll give this a cast and you'll see where I'm casting. Look at that, just casting there. See if it gets greedy. As it's coming in, you know, a little bit more out. And see if he's hovering around. That might be just my local brim or tarwine hanging here. See a little bit of a current coming through here. The water's starting to come up to it, coming up, which is good. I could go a lighter weight. The further I cast out, the higher probability I'm going to get a snag because of the rocky area. And also we've got a lot of kelp here as well. But yeah, interesting times. Back again. Ooh, he's ferocious, this one here. Whatever, a little bit a bit greedy. He's back, but I'm just not setting that hook. He's a good one. As I said, you can see that. I'm not getting too carried away here, but he's going it. So I've got the small whiting hooks on, so he's just mouthing it at the moment. And I'm only casting 20 metres out, so whatever it is, he's going hard. Got the council guy starting to do the beach now on the tractor, and yeah, interesting what this little creature is. It's got me interested now to see what's lurking 20 metres out. Hey, interesting times. Just getting bites in this small little area like that, you know, is pleasing for me, because I thought I'd be standing here for a couple of hours and no bites at all. I think after that thing, I think we got actually well and truly baited. Which is, look at that, as you see, I'm just coming in through here. Again, he's cleared me off once again. So interesting times. Now we cast back out again. My little friend's back. The tractor's broken the ambience of the morning. In the background, he's doing his job. And we've got a few here, and we've actually got him now. So we're going to see what this Clovelly, the Clovelly beast is doing it. Now, again, you look at this, it could be anything. And we'll bring him in for you and see what it is. Oh, and he just got off. Oh, there you go. All right, so whatever he was, I just dropped him in the first couple of metres there, probably a lip. But again, third cast, third attempt. Okay, so we're on this time. Let's see if we can get him in. You know, I'm just notorious for losing these bloody things here at the moment, and we'll just see what we got. Okay, so look at that. So off the Clovelly beach, this is the rocks all the way through here. We've got a wrasse. So that's the wrasse which we're catching, a rockfish. Okay, so when you looked it through here, the rocks and all the way through here, that's what we're picking up, is the wrasse. No beach species, but at least, you know, that's what we got. So that's the first fish off Clovelly beach. A nice wrasse. Now I don't eat those. I throw those back. Just gotta be careful. There, off we go. See you later. Enjoy your seeing it here. He can go. We'll put him here. We'll put him off here. Very slippery. Very slippery. And we'll get him off. Hopefully here. I'll throw him back and fly be free. All right. So that's good. That's a Clovelly wrasse. Well, okay, so that's one wrasse, a Clovelly wrasse on a Clovelly kebab. The Clovelly kebab is a worm and a prawn on the double rig. And again, I don't have much hope for any sand species here, except for maybe the brim or the wrasse or a cocky or something like that. But it's quite pleasing to see that the health of the area, and that I'm casting 20 metres out, not even that, and still getting fish. As I said, I don't eat those type of fish. I know a lot of people may eat those type of fish, not my go. But it's very pleasing to see that someone fishing off the beach at Clovelly can actually catch a fish. You never know, a brim may be lurking around. We've got out there, we've got another tap again. There. We've got a few people walking around here now, and I think, as I said, there's a seal hanging around, and it'd be fantastic if a school of salmon got forced in here, wouldn't it, hey? How mad would that be? Okay, so here we go. I mean, what do you think this is? I think this, you know, like again, you don't know, it's got a bit of fight to it this time. Hopefully it's not our friend the wrasse again, but very, very, very good. Bit of a fight. They do hit quite well, and this, as I said, it's going for nothing. And what have we got here? We've got another. The colours of these fish are just unbelievable when you see these fish again. And this is a different type of fish here now. And we can, you know, you catch these and you let them go. You know what I mean? Let them go. Great colour. Look at that, great colour in there. Beautiful. See, it's handling itself in that water there. And that's again how, you know, we call them the butchers. Or they're not butchers, but you know, it's just a wrasse species, and how it's just swimming the colours and all that stuff there. We'll get him up and going and let him go to find another day. But just the colours, look at the colours on it. Fantastic looking fish. Anyway, we'll get him off. And again, I don't eat these type of fish. A nice hook up there. Okay. All the way. Those teeth are quite gnarly in there, well and truly. And he went the prawn. Lovely fish, flies me freeze. Okay, and there he goes again, just off the sand, and not a bad little fish. Nice clean hit, nice clean release. That's what we like, you know. Return the fish as quickly as you can and comfortably as you can. Sometimes you might have to cut them off, but so far the wrasse of the day with the Clovelly kebab, the prawn and the worm doing its duty for the shaggers down here. Now just imagine if we were fishing off the rocks out this area through here, right, and what we'd catch. Okay, I'm fishing really heavy for this area through because I'm lazy. I could actually drop down a weight a lot less than that because I'm only going 15-20 metres out all the way. I don't want to cast further out because, again, there's so much rocks out there. I'm going to get a snag. I know I am, but I don't need to because, again, I'm that close. I don't need to actually do anything. Where those fish are, right? Sometimes you might get a pig. Okay, you may get a brim or tarwine. In this area here, because there's so many swimmers here, they're very shy, especially around the outer areas where you're not allowed to spearfish out here through here, because when Bluey got smashed, that was a groper, made the news around all of Australia years ago. But again, you're fishing off the beach, or you can catch anything that will come through here. So we'll just hopefully get an edible species and see what we can give you other than two beautiful coloured wrasses. Yeah, so quite pleasant through here. We're going to have a, as I said again, you'll see the rig I got, the prawn, the worm, and I'm just giving it a little lob out, just there. So if you bring the kids down and you're not into the fishing and you just want to have a cast, that's not a big cast for anyone. You know, I mean, really, realistically. And that's where I'm getting bites, you know, the kids getting bites, you know, like straight away, look at this here. The kids feeling the bites going, oh, mum, dad, I'm getting bites, look at that. That's when they'll get them into fishing straight away. And a bit of fun, but you can't do it middle of the day. You've got to be sensible, you know, like you don't want to put yourself in positions where you want confrontation. You don't want confrontation anywhere in your life, especially when you're fishing. You're supposed to be relaxing, especially these suburban beaches. You don't want to put yourself in where, you know, like you want to be a dickhead, so to speak, and cause disruption to the normal users, but also, you know, personal spaces of the fisherman and the swimmer. You know, you can share it. So again, look at that. Look, I've got a little bite. Okay, all right. You're saying shag, they're wrasse, okay, or they're little fish. But geez, they're having every little kid just cast off a beach, and even a little 6-foot rod, you can put it out through there, and get them out early, get the wheat bix into them, come down here at 5 o'clock, you know, in the afternoon till 6 o'clock, and cast out through here. It's coming to a high tide. I think, you know, you'd have a bit of fun, you know. I don't think the locals are like me telling everyone to come and fish Clovelly Beach for a bit of fun. You know, I think you get a bit of blowback, but I'm an old timer. You still get electrified when you feel those bites. You don't know what they are. You know, interesting. Very interesting. So you got through here, you got the next one is Gordon's Bay. It's predominantly rocks there as well. Not much to be caught there realistically. There's a lot of skin divers and a lot of swimmers around the area, which do scare a lot of the fish away. Very shy. That's why you're going to come down here in the early mornings, these areas, especially Tamarama. I reckon like Tamarama's an early morning beach or late evening. Get away from the swimmers. Bondi's pretty good because you got those really big gutters and large sweeping areas. Coogee, you got the north and south in the middle, you know, but that's still get full on. Bronte, you know what I mean, the same thing again, you know, it's pretty hectic with the parking, so you're really sort of wiped out so where you can fish and the times, because the people want to use the resource, and sharing the beach in a area through there is with a couple of hooks. You know, people do get a little bit gnarly. Maroubra, I think, would be the best pick, but again, it's a funny beach, Maroubra. You know, you got to know when and how to fish it. Rough currents, you know, and there's a few local blokes on the beach through there. It's they love fishing that beach, and you know, they're very good at it, you know, and they tend to get the spots before you get there. You think you get there at 5 and they're there at 4:30. Oh dear, oh dear. Suburban fishing. It's my first time out for a while. I've had a few issues going on, but we're on the comeback slowly, team. Hope you're enjoying the Clovelly hit and inspiring you to get out and have a fish anyway, eh? Okay, so that was the session. Okay, so we got 2-hour sessions, which we're known for, the Shag team, and we're going to head back up the beach now. It's been lovely groomed by the council, ready for the day, all the people jogging. But you can see that lots of amenities here, you know, for the children, and you're looking at all that through there. Like if we fish just through here, that little opportunity at that beach, but we still caught fish, shaggers. We still caught fish, even though you may not call them fish in the sense of what species you go for. But doesn't it show the diversity of what we've got through here? Able to cast 15-20 metres out there and just catch some wrasse. Yeah, it's great.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive.
Gotta love beach fishing. Oh dear, oh dear.